Welcome to GK Top Golden Book Tree. Today we are going to learn about corals. This topic is the most important topic which is being asked in every exam, and it comes under biology science section. Let's begin our class. What is coral? Where does corals to be found? How it's an important species for the ecosystem and environment? How many types of corals are present? And what are the causes for the extinction of corals? What is the coral symbiotic relationship with the algae called zooxanthellae? What is coral bleaching? Coral bleaching occurred due to the heat wave effect caused by the El Niño phenomenon in the Pacific Ocean. What is coral? Where does corals to be found? How it's an important species for the ecosystem and environment? Corals are extremely vulnerable ecosystem present on Earth oceans. Corals are marine invertebrates that belong to the phylum Cnidaria. Cnidaria is a phylum with total 11,000 species of aquatic animals found both in freshwater and marine water, are the class of Anthozoa. Corals are found in tropical and subtropical oceans. They are the foundation of complex and diverse ecosystems known as coral reefs. They are often mistaken for rocks or plants due to their hard external skeletons, limestone structure, and plant-like appearance, but they are actually living animals. Types of corals. There are two types of corals. First is hard corals, also known as scleractinians, and second is soft corals, also known as octocorals. Hard corals or scleractinians are the reef-building corals. Hard corals create the massive limestone structures that make up coral reefs. They have a hard, calcium carbonate exoskeleton that protects their soft bodies. Soft corals, on the other hand, do not build large skeletal structures but have a flexible, fleshy body with internal support structures called sclerites. Corals are sessile organisms, meaning they are attached to the seafloor or other solid surfaces and do not move around. Corals use these nematocysts to capture prey, such as small fish and plankton, and defend themselves from potential threats. Climate change, including rising sea temperatures and ocean acidification, poses a significant risk to their survival. The ongoing degradation of coral reefs has severe ecological, economic, and social consequences, highlighting the urgent need for conservation and sustainable practices to protect these remarkable and fragile ecosystems. What is the coral symbiotic relationship with the algae called zooxanthellae? Corals have a unique relationship with single-celled algae called zooxanthellae, which reside within their tissues. The zooxanthellae produce oxygen and provide corals with essential nutrients, including carbohydrates. In return, corals provides a habitat home that acts as a protected environment, helps in the photosynthesis process of zooxanthellae. The energy generated by zooxanthellae photosynthesis contributes to the growth and calcification of coral skeletons, allowing reefs to develop and thrive. Zooxanthellae are single-celled, photosynthetic algae that live in symbiosis with a variety of marine organisms, including corals, jellyfish, clams, and anemones. Zooxanthellae are dinoflagellate algae that contain pigments, give them a golden brown or yellowish color that helps in photosynthesis. Zooxanthellae have adapted to thrive in the relatively shallow area on seabed with high light environments in the sunlit tropical ocean, seawaters. Zooxanthellae consist of membrane called thylakoid, which helps in photosynthetic process in the shallow water. Zooxanthellae death result in corals bleaching and result in highly sensitive. One of the very crucial element in the environment crises is zooxanthellae survival rate in the elevated water temperatures, pollution, and increased levels of ultraviolet (UV) radiation. Because of all these factors, it causes stress to the zooxanthellae. That leads to breakdown of the symbiotic relationship with corals. Due to the breakage bond between corals and zooxanthellae, results in coral bleaching, where corals expel the zooxanthellae, causing them to appear pale or bleached. And coral bleaching causing the corals to become nutritionally deprived and more susceptible to disease, and mortality rate of corals are less. Coral bleaching occurred due to the heat wave effect caused by the El Niño phenomenon in the Pacific Ocean. El Niño refers to a warming of the eastern and central equatorial Pacific Ocean. The name El Niño, meaning the little boy, or the Christ child, in Spanish, was first used by Peruvian fishermen who noticed warm ocean currents appearing around Christmas time. This phenomenon typically occurs every 2 to 7 years, lasting for several months to a couple of years. Mechanism of El Niño, primarily driven by the interaction between the ocean and the atmosphere, and usually in normal conditional trade winds blow from east to west, pushing warm surface waters towards the western Pacific. As a result, cool, nutrient-rich waters rise to the surface along the coast of South America. But due to an El Niño event, trade wind starts to weaken and course of trade wind even gets reversed, leads to the warm surface waters. This reverse heated wind migrate toward the eastward central and eastern Pacific, and effect can contribute to record-breaking heat waves in various parts of the world. Regions like South America, particularly Peru and Ecuador, faces El Niño event. The Gulf Stream in the North Atlantic Ocean is also one of the factors in transport warm water from the tropics to higher latitudes, influencing regional temperatures. Changes in the path of these currents results in distribution of heat and contribute to the formation of heat waves. Thank you for being with us. Hope you have liked this class. Please leave a comment and question below in the comment section. Do subscribe to our channel and do press a like button and share our YouTube link. Have a nice day.